Okay guys, it is time for a new update here on the Bitcoin price, and I can already tell you I have prepared some amazing price targets for you in today's video. I will also tell you exactly when I plan to open my next trade, as always up front in my videos. Besides that, I highly appreciate it if you would smash up a like here on today's video right now. Don't forget to subscribe, activate the bell and leave a comment down below. And now we are going to jump right into the charts because we have some very interesting things to find there in today's video. Besides that, we also need to be a little bit prepared. As you know, historically, October was a very bullish month for Bitcoin. We have seen a very bullish month this October once again, but we have the last 2 months coming in for the year right now, November and December, and they have historically been bearish for Bitcoin. The only times they were extremely bullish were actually in 2020 during our bull run, and also in 2017 during our bull run. But besides that, they were actually very negative months for crypto now in the past 6 years, and we really need to be honest here. For sure this can change, and we want to find out how likely it is that this might change now in the upcoming weeks. But now guys, let's not talk too much. As said, let's just jump right into the charts, because a lot of people are still extremely bullish on Bitcoin at the moment. We have our most important and biggest trading volume area below us. This is definitely acting as support, and a lot of people are expecting that Bitcoin could shoot to new all-time highs relatively quickly now, just because we don't have so much volume weighted resistance above us at the current moment. But let's just jump right into the smaller time frames to find out how likely it is that this price move now to the $40,000 or higher would occur so quickly. By the way guys, don't forget to join my free Discord community. You can share your opinion with others. You have a lot more eyes on the market that are actually sharing their opinions, their chart ideas, and so on and so on, and you don't want to miss out on anything happening. And it is always very useful to have more eyes on the market than just the eyes that you have yourself. So go to the top of the video description, visit cryptomo.io, watch here in the website the trading tutorial on how to join. It's completely for free. You don't have to pay anything. You cannot even pay anything. You are only receiving video tutorials. You're receiving the free Discord community chats, and on top of that, we have the leaderboard prizes each and every single month. High volume traders are receiving thousands of dollars as prizes. We have at the moment above $20,000 in leaderboard prizes, and on top of that, we have over 30 people receiving lucky draws between $100 and $200. So it is absolutely worth it for you to join. The likelihood is actually relatively high that you will receive something, since there's not thousands and thousands of people in that Discord community, right? Although it's completely for free. I don't know why, so make sure you join. And there is good news, because I will be able to increase these leaderboard prizes most likely once again next month, so make sure to make use of that. It's completely for free. You have the lowest fees on the market if you're part of that community. You have leaderboard prizes, and you have additional information from a lot of members and me and my team. But now guys, as said, we are jumping into the charts. As I told you in my last video, we were a little bit worried that this weekly candle could be sold off by the bears below the $31,200 level. If that would have happened, that would have been extremely bearish, but luckily that is not the case so far. We will need to check on the smaller time frames if there is anything showing up that might indicate that we will get sold off below the $31,200 level, and with that also below our very important horizontal support area of the $30,000 to $32,000 level. But now let's just jump right into the smaller time frames. I will tell you exactly what I'm expecting now next. As you can already see on the 3-day time frame, yes, this is not a very bullish 3-day candle. It's closing in 14 hours already. This is definitely more a shooting star candle, which is a bearish reversal candle, but let's not worry about that all too much. It just indicates that we most likely will see through this weekend, and also maybe in the beginning of the next week, depending on how quick the dump comes, that we will see a retest of at least the $32,200 also on the weekly time frame, potentially next week. This is such an important support for Bitcoin. It was such a massive resistance for Bitcoin over the last couple of months, and it was such a great support during the bull run that it is really very likely that we will actually retest this very important support in the immediate short term. On the 4-hourly time frame also, we are forming, and I will tell you exactly in a second when I'm going to open my next trade. We are forming a rising broadening wedge here, also a bearish reversal pattern in combination with the 3-day candle closing in 14 hours. The likelihood of us breaking here to the downside are not all too low, and on top of that, if we're looking at the very small time frames, we even have another pattern. As you maybe remember, we talked about this ascending triangle in my last video. You need to keep in mind here a little bit that as always, guys, I always say that I don't know why so many people are not keeping an eye on that. You need to wait for a breakout to be confirmed. I told you in my last video, once again, I mean, all my viewers that watch my channel know how to spot a confirmed breakout. We broke to the upside. A lot of people opened longs. Yeah, they got wrecked now because they didn't wait for the retest and they didn't wait for the old high point after the retest to break. It didn't break. It didn't break. It didn't break. Fake out. Right? We are only opening a trade as soon as a breakout is not only confirmed by a retest of the past resistance, right? If we are talking of a breakout to the upside, because then we know, okay, the bulls are now in control. They actually turned a resistance into support and are buying that old resistance level now. But on top of that, we need not to only see that people are buying the exact old resistance level now turned into support, but we need to see that the breakout is supported by enough volume that immediately after the breakout and the retest we can form a higher high with a closed candle, because otherwise this is a sign for not enough liquidity actually coming into the market by now, in this case the bulls, because we didn't even manage in the immediate short term after a bullish breakout and after a bullish retest of support to confirm the breakout by forming a higher high, but instead we were forming a lower low. And this is then the moment when you know, okay, this is most likely here going to be a fake out and I'm not going to enter my trade. The same now goes for this symmetrical triangle we are forming right now. It has a very interesting bearish breakdown target. It has actually the exact breakdown target of our upwards sloping support here of our trend channel that we formed a while ago, where we talked about the potentiality of actually just breaking to the upside and Bitcoin for the first time in a longer time disrespecting actually resistance lines completely and just going parabolic, what also happened. But what we can see is that if we are breaking here to the downside and we see a confirmed breakout, retest of resistance, break with a hourly candle below of the old low point, I will actually open a short hedge position. I definitely expect that Bitcoin will then most likely reach its price target. I will want to be in a small short position at that point, because what we can do then is just wait for the retest here of the support. We can take some profits over here at the $33,000 level. If we break that support to the downside, we can scale up the trade once again, keep our stop loss in profit, move our entry price lower, keep our stop loss in profit, move to the support that we are expecting to be retested within this weekend or early next week anyways, the $32,300 level, the most important weekly support. Can again take a lot of profits here, and then we can just see what the price actually does when we reach that support. Are we seeing an aggressive bounce? Are we breaking below that support even? Is Bitcoin then really going maybe for the retest of the $31,200 level even? Then it would be, and again, a small scale up opportunity. So this short hedge trade would have a few or would have multiple expected support and take profit targets on the way down, where we can always also scale up a little bit. So that's why I would open here relatively short term and small short hedge position, just to be prepared for potentially not dramatically, but maybe a little bit more bearish November or December, now that we had such an amazing pump. On the other side, if we are breaking to the upside, you may ask, why am I not opening a long position then? Just because we would still be in our rising broadening wedge for that current time, so we don't know if the retest is then just being a little bit delayed for the next week. The only thing I would do is, for sure, if we break out here to the upside out of this rising broadening wedge, this would be a moment where I will for sure scale up my swing long positions. I would not necessarily enter in a scalp long position just at the current moment, if we are not seeing any other like bullish confirmation continuation pattern like on the smaller time frames after now potentially breaking to the upside. This would be the only scenario where I would be thinking about a scalp long, but I will update you on that anyways in my next videos, because this is not to be expected during this weekend. This would be, if expected in the early times of the next week. But now, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe, activate the bell, leave up a thumbs up, go to cryptomode.io, watch the tutorial video on how to join. It's super easy. Make use of the $8,000 first time depositor bonuses. Make use of the 20% reduced fees you are receiving in the community. I mean, 20% reduced fees makes a very large difference for your trading experience. Watch all the trading tutorial videos, go to the dashboard, and yeah, make for sure use of the leaderboard prizes, the massive amount of prizes that I'm actually distributing each and every single month here, above $20,000 and a huge amount of lucky draw winners. Make use of that. It definitely can't really hurt you, and it will just result in you making a lot more profits. I can definitely guarantee you that, because it is just highly useful just to have a lot more people looking into a chart, sharing their opinions, and you will have a lot more of an easy trading experience when you are able to, as already said, just look into the charts and see what other people also think, because sometimes even I am looking into the charts and I'm missing out on something, or there is a super important news like that the iShares ETF gets listed at the DTCC, which then a lot of people that are stalking Twitter all day in the community will immediately post into the chats, for example, that you would normally maybe missed out on. And this is the thing that is, I think, very useful. And besides all the free prizes and stuff you receive, it's just very useful to share your opinion with others and to get input from other traders in the market as well. It is just useful to have more eyes on the market than just your own. But now we are going to see us in the Discord community and otherwise in our next video. Till then, bye.